With the increased popularity of direct-to-film transfers, the question becomes, can they be applied to athleisure and performance wear garments? Well, I have the answer for you, and my answer is yes. UltraColor Max, which is a direct-to-film transfer, can be applied to polyester, lycra, and spandex. Keep watching as I show you exactly how to do this, and just keep in mind, not all direct-to-film transfers are created equal. Hey, Kelly here, and it is that time again where we talk solutions for your garment decoration business. Now, when it comes to polyester, lycra, spandex, why are these pain points in the garment decoration industry? Well, one, they have the high potential of scorching. That's not going to give you a beautifully decorated garment in the end. It also has the ability to stretch, and it needs to snap back once it's gone to its original state. So no matter what decoration method you're putting on top, the question becomes, can it work with the garment itself? Now, short answer is yes. There are a variety of heat transfers that are available that have a stretch and rebound that can be applied at a low temp. But what if you need multicolors and you only want a one-step application? Well, that's when UltraColor Max comes into play, and it makes the perfect sense. So like I said earlier, yes, direct-to-film transfers can be applied to polyester, lycra, and spandex, but the question becomes, what is the application instructions, and what does that transfer do once it's fully sealed onto the garment? Now, I'm going to show you how to decorate a sports bra and some leggings. The reason why I'm not going to show you how to decorate a t-shirt is because at the end of the day, our application instructions for how we're going to do this with any other garment really doesn't change. I'm going to show you a stubborn product like sports bras and leggings that have that high stretch and rebound. And of course, the material can be just a little bit different. I have decorated a 100% poly right here, front and back. Absolutely no issues. This is our UltraColor Max. No scorching either. And then I've also turned around and decorated one of my personal favorites. This Champion athleisure performance tee has a high stretch in this. And of course, that logo is working with the garment. Now here we've done a center chest, and we've added a little bit of decoration on each of the sleeves. Now let's deep dive into this project, because I'm going to show you the gang sheet of transfers that we're working with, and at the end I'm going to show you all of the products that I've decorated that consist of that polyester, lycra, and spandex, and exactly how many logos we were able to fit on that sheet and decorate all of these. Before we actually start applying, I want to show you the equipment and accessories that we're using. That way, if you want to do this or execute this in your facility or at home, then you know exactly what you need. So first things first, we are using the Hotronix Auto Clam. This is a 16 by 20 heating element, and I do have the tag-along platen in here. Now, when we actually start applying our sports bra and our leggings, I'm going to switch it out for the 11 by 15 and just show you how easy it is to have that versatility in being able to switch out your platens. Second, this is the gang sheet that we are working with to create all of these products I'm going to show you at the very end. But just to let you know, Transfer Express does now give you the ability to do a gang sheet option versus just ordering individually, say by square inch. If you like to work off a gang sheet and know exactly what you're going to be getting, then there's a template on Easy View for you. Now with Stahls, you'll stay ordering just individual pieces or by quantity. So individual art with the quantity of that. The whole point of this was because I really wanted to see how many different elements I could get on a gang sheet and then really come up with a concept of a variety of different designs and locations for these garments. Third, we're on our third now. This is the sports bra that we will be using. It is from Champion, and it was off of S&S Activewear. So if you're looking for the specific bra, then you can go to S&S Activewear. And same thing for Champion. We are using these leggings. Now, both of these have poly spandex in them, so we know we're going to have a beautiful lightweight finish and of course that high stretch in those fibers. Now, if you're looking like, why does this look so odd? I've already got a leg and sleeve pillow stuffed in this legging. That way I can just pop it on our platen whenever we're ready. So let's go ahead and cut apart those transfers. And let me show you just how easy it is applied to the sports bra and the set of leggings. So let's cut this apart. Now, I am actually going to change some of the design that I had already on here, but you know what? When it comes to application, it's still going to be extremely simple. So I'm cutting out this punch fitness that is going to go across our sports bra. And then I'm actually going to cut off their icon. So I'm going to set those aside. I need this large I hit harder for the legging. And I'm going to go ahead and cut out the larger icon. That way we can put it on the pocket. And I'm going to use the smaller icon for the back calf. So the legging will have 3 logos. And the sports bra will actually have 3 as well, but the 2 on the back are going to look like 1 logo. And then I also need this I hit harder for the sports bra. Now, because I'm not 100% sure if I want to go with the larger or the smaller down the racer back, I'm going to cut both out and we can make that decision at the press. Now, first things first, let's go ahead and take our legging and I'm just going to pop it along the side. Now, UltraColor Max applies at 290, 12 to 15 seconds, medium pressure, and it is a hot peel. So the one thing I want to make sure is that my pressure is good. We are on an 8, so I am running a little high. Now, because we pre-pressed, you can't really see this line of the pant that goes up, but it is very, very faint. I know that's the side, and because I want to make sure that I am not pressing with the seam behind it, that's why we have the pillow in there, and I'm going to use that as a guideline for where the center is on the side of the leg. So we are going to apply for about 5 seconds, and then I'm actually going to peel the carrier and finish for another 10. That way we don't leave any type of rigid line into the textile. I have noticed that sometimes, even though the pressure right now is at a 5, we can tend to get a carrier mark, but just know it will go away. And just in case we don't have a carrier mark, that's fine. It's not a big deal. But we're going to have a nice clean finish. Using my cover sheet, we are going to finish for the full 10 seconds, giving us that full time of 12 to 15 seconds. Now, to make this really, really easy, all I'm going to do is put my seam back in the middle. And now I know that I want to go about right here for that calf logo. Same thing, 5 seconds. If you notice, we didn't adjust our pressure. We haven't adjusted our temperature. And my press is set for 5 seconds on the first press and 10 seconds on the second. All right, next what I'm going to do is go ahead and take out our pillow. Be careful, those pants are hot. Now here's the next little trick, okay? Our 11 by 15 platen, I'm going to take our cover, just slide it back, and I'm going to take an 11 by 15 pillow and work it in there. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm getting ready to work with some seams going across that waistband of our legging. And then the seams of the sports bra, we want to make sure are out of the way. So this is just a nice, easy little trick. As you can see, now it is a giant fluffy platen that is ready for those seams to go into the pillow and absorb. That way we have a nice, flat, even surface area. So what we're going to do is take our pants, open those up, and I'm not stretching the fabric. This is a size medium, a size small would fit on here just as well. And for this 11 by 15, all it's doing is just really kind of holding our pant. I want to adjust it a little bit to the side without stretching it too much. And then we're going to take our fist, because I kind of want it at your pocket versus the side of your hip. And again, remember, 5 seconds. And I don't need to adjust the pressure because we're still using a pillow. It actually took the carrier for me. Cover sheet, finish for a final 10. Slide these off to the side. And now you can see that we have a hip placement, a leg placement, and of course a fun little calf placement. All right, up next, the sports bra. So we are going to open this up, still threading it. And as you notice, this is still pretty relaxed on the platen. We're not overstretching those fibers. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take our Punch Fitness, fold it in half so I can find my mid. And I'm just creasing the top part of the carrier. I'm not creasing that ink or that adhesive. And I'm going to go a little bit closer up to the neckline. I don't want it to be too far down, especially because we do have to consider a bust in this particular case. And we don't want it to fit awkward or lay awkward for any woman or lady, girl that is wearing this. Again, 5 seconds. And right here, there is that slight line of that carrier that I was talking about. But when we go back and finish for that final 10, it's going to completely eliminate. Okay, from here, so front is done. Now remember, don't go crazy. Don't come in here and start stretching this. We need the garment, we need the adhesive to all cool down. Now it's time to go ahead and decorate the back. So I'm just gonna take the top part and slide it on. The biggest thing that we wanna do right here is make sure that we have this T portion isolated. That way we can apply our decoration here. So to give you an example, I said, I wasn't sure which size I was going to use. We've got a little bit larger and a little bit smaller. Both of them are going to fit in this location, but it really all comes down to placement and how you want everything to look. I kind of like the separation right here with the icon and then the phrase, but also this fits perfectly in here and we can really take up and utilize that entire location that a lot of different decoration methods cannot get to. So let's go ahead and go a little bit larger and we're just gonna slide it down that way the two don't actually touch. Now I'm going to do this in 3 steps. 3 steps meaning I'm gonna go 5 seconds, peel, 5 seconds, peel, and then I'm gonna apply for a final 10. All right, go ahead and place my fist. And yes, you could come in and utilize thermo tape for this. Now remember, we've got one that is exposed, so I'm gonna use a cover sheet. This should have been 5 seconds, so I'm gonna pop this guy back up. Peel the carrier, and then we're gonna go for a final 10. Now, We did 2 locations, making it look one, and in a matter of 20 seconds in terms of the application time, we have something very, very unique here, and of course, nice, clean, and simple on the front. Okay, so now let's take a look at everything that has been completed. And like I said, that one gang sheet, this is what we've been able to create. And I think I had 4 to 5 smaller logos left over. Now we've cut everything apart. So this is all that we have left. And then the majority of that sheet. So what do these garments look like? How does the direct-to-film actually respond in that stretch and rebound with them? Well, let me show you. Now, this is a garment that I've already pre-decorated and it has cooled overnight. The one we just did is right here and it is still warm. The reason why I'm not going to stretch this one is because that adhesive is still curing to the garment. So if I go in there and I put a lot of stress and I'm pulling it apart, there's a chance that I might have a little bit of lift because I wasn't patient in letting it cool. So let me show you this one. It's the exact same locations with that back on the racer back and then of course that front. So here we go. It stretches and then it snaps just fine. Same thing with the back. We're gonna have some nice stretch and rebound on this. And then for the leggings, this is what they turned out like. We've got our hip placement, we've got our leg placement, and then like I said, we've got that fun back calf placement. So right here, just to show ya, stretch. And then of course with the larger logo, right here. Now, I did see that I used a smaller logo on this leg versus the larger, but it's not gonna make a difference. It's the same transfer. So now that they have passed the stretch and rebound test, let me show you the other products that we've been able to decorate. So we've done our sports bra, we've done our leggings. This is from Paragon, and we did a simple left chest with their icon in the back, and we turned to the side and also did a large sleeve print. For this champion tee, we did a center chest, and then we did the same icon on each sleeve, just giving it a little bit more detail. And last but not least, another Paragon is our vertical large placement and of course their large logo on the back. So most of these garments had 2 to 3 logos, and like I said, I think I had 3 to 5 different logos that were still left that you could still do some branding, add on some accessories. And you know what? This is a great way to market to a variety of different brands or businesses looking for performance wear for their employees, for their team, or of course, even their retail space. So does direct-to-film pass the test? Absolutely. Just make sure you know your time, temperature, and pressure, and that the transfer is actually going to work with the garment. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Kelly Walters here, and happy decorating.